Hey there all you cool cats and kittens. Just kidding, it's me. Don't forget to read the description for things that I may have missed out explaining in the video. My brain is not working. This has been 2 weeks trying to do my hair. Well, this is what happens when you don't go to a professional. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I last posted and I just kind of was going through it mentally and I didn't have it in me to be filming and editing because it's quite draining. Anyway, today I am going to be showing you how I bleach my hair. So I'm doing my roots and I also have to correct some of the orange. So I saw this girl on YouTube. She's I think she's a hairstylist, colorist. She works in a hair salon basically, but she found this way of removing like semi-permanent color or like temporary color from her hair. It involves purple shampoo, baking soda, peroxide, so developer, and dish soap. So I did that, I filmed it. I'm just gonna put a small clip of me doing that now. So after everything, by the end, I had to do this mask 3 times and I had to bleach my hair 3 times because the colour just wouldn't lift out. And that's because the first time I did this mask, which you'll see in a second, I didn't do an even application. So if you do follow this video as a guide, just take my advice, do this only once and just do a really thorough job so your hair isn't like fried and like falling out and like stringing off like mine was. I managed to save it with some products. My hair looks pretty healthy now and you'll see that by the end of the video, but just a warning, you don't want to do this more than once and you don't want to bleach too many times. So yeah, so I did that. I think it was 2 days ago now, and this is the result of that. I have still some color correction to do because not all of the orange came out. As you can see, it's grown out quite a bit. It looks kind of ridiculous. It's been October was the last time I did it, and it's now March. It's the 8th of March, and so it's been what, 5 months? I need to start doing it more frequently because this looks ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the products that I'm using for it. So you're obviously going to need a comb and a brush. You're going to need some gloves. They are essential. You're going to need a mixing bowl and brush, some clips, it doesn't matter which kind, whatever you prefer. A rubber band. This is the bleach and developer. I'll talk more about that in a bit. This is a higher volume developer. I'll talk more about that in a bit. This is the color. I'll talk more about that in a bit. These are the I dropped it in the toilet. These are a Olaplex dupe and they work really well. You just mix it into the bleach or color or whatever you're using it in. Oh, this is my purple shampoo. It's really good at sulfate free. This is the hair mask that I used in the shower, and this is a protein spray that I use when I get out on damp hair, and this is my dirty mirror. And now I am just putting newspaper down on the floor to, you know, minimize any cleanup, but obviously there was still hella cleanup because I make a mess every single time. And I forgot to record this part of the video when I filmed it, so I literally just did this like 2 days before I'm uploading it. Anyway, this is my shampoo and conditioner. It's really, really good. A little bit goes a long way and it smells really good and I love it. So here I am signaling that you use 2 parts developer and 1 part of bleach. So for each scoop of bleach I used 2 scoops of developer. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, and I was actually using the 30 vol for my roots because you need a higher volume to do virgin hair, and the Olaplex dupe I'm about to use in a minute actually dilutes the mixture, the bleach mixture, so you have to use one volume higher than you would usually use. And because I had to do it so many times, in the future I'll probably use 40 volt to get the effectiveness of 30 volt. I hope you're following me. But yeah, you just mix it to a nice creamy consistency like this. And yeah, then I started sectioning my hair and applying it all over. Well, sorry, not all over. I did half. So here you can see me tying up the right side of my hair, and I'm about to braid it. There you go. I do that because if I was to bleach my whole head, I can't do it fast enough. And by the time I reach the end of the other side, the first side that I started on, I would have to wash out, or it'll, I don't know, get fried or something. So yeah, I'm just dividing that and making sure that whatever hair, when I coat a section and I flip it over to the other side, that it doesn't touch the hair on the other side. But of course it did a little bit anyway, which you'll see in a bit. But yeah, so here I am just doing an even, smooth application, trying to avoid getting it on the scalp as much as possible. But you can clearly see I did get it on there a little bit. I'll give a quick review on this Ion Cream Lightener. I didn't like it. I feel like it wasn't as powerful as the Ion Powder Lightener, which I have used many times in the past and I love, and it smells really good, and it doesn't make me, like, I feel like I can leave it on for a while and it does less damage than what this cream lightener does, which is ironic because this is supposed to be a conditioning lightener. But anyway, I just didn't like it. I felt like it made my scalp too hot, it made my hair feel really stringy, and it just felt a lot more damaging than powder lighteners. So in the future I would not buy, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else to buy. This was just the only thing they had when I went there, and I thought I'd try it out because I heard good things about it from the people that worked there, but obviously they were wrong because it didn't work for me. But you know what, it might work for you. Okay, anyway, here I am just cutting the rest of it, and I'm about to put a plastic bag on it, and just so that it doesn't like touch the walls or my clothes or anything, even though my shirt is covered. Anyway, so I let it process for about 45 minutes, and this is what it looked like after. I obviously didn't lighten to what I wanted, but this is the next day when I did the other side. I just didn't want to film it. Hey guys, it's been 4 days I think since I last filmed. I did this side of my head day before yesterday, and then I left one day in between, and now I have to go over it again. I'm using a lower volume developer, and this is going to be the final bleaching. I've looked like a lunatic all week, and tomorrow I'm going to do the final colour, and then yeah, I wasn't saying anything of value, so I just cut that out. Anyway, now I have to cut open this tube of bleach because it was really hard to get out. And to be honest, there wasn't even a lot of bleach in there anyway. It was only enough for me to do my full head, so including like the 2 days I did one side each on each day, if you know what I mean. I only really got 2 full uses out of it, and even then it wasn't enough to coat the length of my hair, which you'll see later on in this part of the video. But yeah, I'm just mixing that using a 20 volt developer. So, and with the Olaplex dupe, it's basically the effectiveness of 10 volume developer. The integrity of my hair is very questionable. Oh wait, I still have to trim my hair. Then I'll do the final review. Okay. So as you can see, the roots are a lot darker. I'm going to start on this side because it got the least amount of time, and then I'm going to do this side, then this side, then this side. Right. So yeah, I just started going in again. Honestly, it was exhausting. Even just watching back this footage, it makes me feel really tired. But yeah, so the bottom right side of my hair had the least amount of processing time. And next was the bottom left side, so then I did that. Then the top right, and then the top left got the most, the top left got the most amount of time because that's the section I started on. Also, if you're struggling to get the back and you can't see it, get someone that lives with you's help, maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a best friend if that's who you live with, or a roommate or a parent or a sibling. Get the help if you trust them. And I just do it by myself because I'm used to it, although it would be easier if someone else was there, but anyway. Okay, so I'm actually doing it one more time because you can see that part is still not the same color as this part, and there is still some brassiness here. It's not the same color. So I'm going to do it one more time. This time I'm using Quick Blue. So I wanted to use the Ion powder lightener, but they were out of stock at Sally's, so I had to use Quick Blue, which I have used before. It's not my favourite. I feel like it's pretty drying to the hair, and it feels like it does more damage, like how my hair feels afterwards using Quick Blue compared to how it feels when I use the Ion powder lightener. It just feels a lot more damaged and dry. But anyway, yeah, so... And also I feel like it works too fast because by the time you're done applying it to your whole head, you have to wash it out because it's already lightened way too quickly on the side you started on. But anyway, the day before I filmed this part, I did the baking soda treatment again in my hair, and it was really scary. My hair was like falling out and like really stringy, and it felt like it was melting. It was so scary. I thought I was going to have to cut it all off, but I managed to. I feel like what really helped it stay strong was the protein reconstructor mask and the hair protein spray that I used. I used those two with every single wash. By the way, I probably left that in for about 45 to 50 minutes and then I washed it out. Oh, and then I tried to record myself cutting my hair, but I was being lazy and I didn't even finish doing it properly this day, so I thought, what's the point in trying to make it a tutorial? Oh my god, that's shorter than I was expecting, but whatever it's called. That was actually a mistake. I didn't realize it was going to be this short. Here's my hair. But you know what? It was dead hair. It had to go. I didn't mean to cut that much. But oh well, this is for the benefit of my hair, and it grows quickly and it will be fine. So clearly I was panicking because I was scared of how much I had cut off, and I thought I was gonna accidentally have to make it even shorter, because you know when you layer and you do stuff like that, it ends up getting shorter and shorter, which it did. But you know what, it's been about a month or so since I did it and my hair has grown, so I like the length it is right now. So as you can see, very, very gentle. But right now, this is what we're at with the color. This, I feel like this section here is lighter than here, and just a small band here because the root lightened up to match this perfectly. But anyway, this is what we're at. This is what we have to work with at the moment. But today I'm gonna put in the toner. I'm using 2 shades of Ion Intensive Shine Cream Hair Color. 1 in the shade Light Cool Blonde and 2 in the shade Lightest Ash Blonde. This is the lighter shade. This one's slightly darker, so this is going on my root. And then I'm gonna, my scalp's really itchy. And I'm gonna mix it with the other 2 to make, what the hell was I even trying to say? I'm gonna mix it with the other 2 to make it, basically because this part's lighter, I want to add this in, so I don't really know how I'm explaining it. So I'll just do a voiceover instead. Here I am just mixing with a Weller developer instead of the Ion one because they ran out of that at Sally's as well. It's okay, this Wella one. It's just the Ion one is for sensitive scalp and it's more conditioning, so I just like it more and it smells really good. Also, a little tip, when applying the root colour, just don't go further than about a centimetre or so, because otherwise it starts looking a bit weird. And what I was trying to say earlier with the remaining colour and mixing and blending or whatever, I wanted to use the darker colour mixed with the lighter, and you see this lighter band of hair, it's about 6 inches or so from my scalp. I thought it would help that blend with the ends of my hair. Oh, there's my sister. She's not very helpful when it comes to these things, so I don't ask her to help me. No offense. Yeah, so I was saying that I thought it would help blend the colors better by using the darker ash. I just thought it would add some dimension and depth, you know, and make it not so weird and choppy. I don't know why I'm moving my mouth like that. I don't know who I was talking to, but I hope you guys understand what I mean by saying that. Yeah, basically there was that about 6 inches of hair also that was lighter than the ends of my hair, because it just wasn't lightening evenly, and I didn't want to bleach it one more time. I was too scared to do that. So yeah, I just had to do that. This is the color right now. I'm gonna let it process for about 25 minutes. But I'm noticing that right there, can you see? So there was about a millimeter or two of dark hair, which is my roots growing out, and that's lightening. Why do I feel like I'm not done yet with my hair? My brain is not working. This has been 2 weeks trying to do my hair. I've just been dying to be done with it already, but well, this is what happens when you don't go to a professional. I cut out the audio here because I didn't explain it well. Basically, this is the second step in that little Olaplex dupe system thing. I used this after rinsing out my hair. I used it for 15 minutes, then I used my shampoo, then I used my purple shampoo, left that in for 15 minutes, then I rinsed that out and I used my conditioner and the protein mask, then I rinsed that out. Wait, I left the protein mask in for about 15 minutes, then I rinsed that out, then I used the protein spray. I wish I was joking, but it really took forever. Anyway, here is the result in gloomy daylight. I think it looked really cute. Obviously, there was some imperfections, like the little band of yellowness, which I'll probably talk about in a little bit. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. I did another toning treatment with just purple shampoo, but it was pretty useless because it just turned my whole head grey. Well, grey and purple, and because I didn't apply it evenly, it was like some parts were still yellow blonde, and it was just pretty useless. I don't even know why I included the clip, but it's part of the process, and I just wanted to show everything that I did, and this is what I did, so I'm going to include it. But the purple greyish washed out, and now I know I need to use purple shampoo on wet hair and to limit the amount of time it's in for. Hey guys, I am back with the final, well, I think it's the final update. I don't know, maybe a month from now there will be another one, but that will be a separate video. So this is how it turned out. I do like it, but as you can see, there are some yellowy blonde parts, and then there's some cooler toned ashy. I'll be honest, from the time I edited these clips together to the time I'm recording this voiceover, a few weeks have passed, and I don't know why I edited it like this, but basically some parts are ashy, some parts are a little bit more yellow, but I like how it looks overall, and I will not be doing another update. Next time I'll update is either in the description, well yeah, I will update in the description, but also the next time I actually do my hair, like colour it or whatever, I'll do an update then. By the way, I'm holding my camera because my father is a moron and he broke my ring light. So now I can't attach my camera to my ring light. Anyway, the bottom is pretty much the exact color I want it. The reason it turned out that way is because I did a the baking soda and developer and purple shampoo treatment. Well, not treatment, just like method of removing temporary colour. I did that in the bottom half. I tried to get it to the top half, but there wasn't enough mixture and not enough of the stuff. There wasn't enough developer or baking soda to do the top half, and I felt like after I did the bottom half, I didn't want to do it in my hair again because it felt really stringy, and like the hair was, when it was wet, it was like falling apart basically. And I was just scared of, if I do that one more time, or if I bleach it one more time in like such a short period, of time, that my hair was gonna basically fall apart. And I don't want it to be fried. When it's wet, it's a lot weaker than it is when it's dry. But yeah, I do like it. Hold on, let me just try and change the lighting. When it's cooler light, I feel like, yeah, you can see it a lot more clearly, what parts are yellow and what parts are icy. So there's a small section here that's a bit more yellow, and that didn't lighten up as fast as it did in my room. And then there's this whole band, and that's lighter. And then the rest of it is the same color as that. This isn't what I was hoping for, but I did do it myself and I did take a risk. And obviously it's not going to turn out perfect like a professional would do it, but I feel like for the meanwhile, it's alright, and I like how my hair looks. I feel like it still has some integrity, and I just want to focus on getting it healthier before I try and bleach it, whether that's in a month from now or 2. I want to go a bit slower because I feel like the 2 weeks that was it 2 or 3 weeks? I don't know. The 2 or 3 weeks that I did it in was very brutal and damaging to my hair. I would not recommend that anyone else do it, but I make this video so other people can learn from my mistakes, and obviously people are still gonna try doing it. Yeah, so I just think it's good that I make this video so I can tell people what mistakes not to make. I hope you like this look. Not this look, I just hope you like how my hair turned out. Please don't forget to like, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Hey guys, it's 7 AM and the sun has come up. But I forgot to say, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment or DM me on Instagram and I will get back to you, because I have nothing better to do and I like helping people.